we'll use the binary search. And now let me quickly code this up and show you how we can do this. So this is our very first constructor function. Here we can define our, let's call it key store. This could be an empty hash map. Now, while setting up our time map, since we already discussed that will be an key value pair, but in an array scenario. In this key store, we have to find out our key, and in this key, we have to push the pair of value and timestamp. But if this key doesn't exist, then we will have to create an array. So we'll check if the key exists in our hash map, then we will do this. If not, then we will just create a empty array there. And with this line, we will push the elements inside our data structure. Now let's try to complete this get function. So as we discussed, our timestamp will be in sorted order. That way we can use binary search here. Firstly, we will need all of the values in this key, and we can do that simply by, and if there are no values, then we can have like a safe check of getting this empty array so that we don't get into runtime issues. And now for binary search, our left will be 0, our right will be dot length -1, and we will also need this variable called result, which could be initially empty as we saw in the question description itself. Now our binary search, while our left is smaller than or equal to r, will calculate our mid, which will be this. And now here is the main crux where we have to implement this part. So we'll have to keep this in mind. Here, what we will do is, if our timestamp, which is values at mid, and this is our timestamp, this will be like our previous timestamp. If this is smaller than or equal to the current timestamp, which is this one. So if this is the case, then we can update our result to get the value, and the value here would be whatever is in the mid and the first element, which will be in the 0th position. So this will be our result, and then the regular binary search, and we will update our left to be mid plus, or else we will update our right to be mid -1. And at the end, finally, we can return our result. And yeah, this will complete our solution. And the time complexity for this approach would be big O of log n, where n is our values. So this is our n, and let's call this m, and the space complexity will be big O of m cross n. And this completes our solution. This is values. Yeah, now let me run this. It works. Now let me submit this. It does work. I hope you found this video helpful. If yes, you can consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. I post these videos daily, and thank you so much for watching.